And now, the general weather around Alaska.
There's a winter storm advisory out for tonight here for the eastern Alaska range, and that's for snow and blowing snow resulting from northwest winds gusting to 30 miles an hour, which could reduce visibilities to less than half a mile at times throughout the passes of the eastern Alaska range. Again, that's for tonight. And there's a winter storm watch out, or continues to be out here for the northeast Prince William Sound area, and that's out for tonight through Friday or through Saturday night for northeast winds gusting to 55 miles an hour that are expected to increase later tonight and continue through tomorrow and tomorrow night. And those 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts will create blowing snow, could reduce visibilities to a quarter mile in blowing snow. And we have a flood advisory out for Ward Lake here, just north of Ketchikan, and that's possible minor flooding caused by the excessive rainfall, and that's out until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so overnight tonight until early tomorrow morning. And expect minor flooding in low-lying areas and poor drainage. And again, that's due to excessive rainfall in those areas where, let's see, Ketchikan today picked up about 1¼ inches of rain, and Klawock had about 2/3 of an inch of precipitation. Otherwise, you can see all the moisture here flowing up into the southeast coast, producing areas of rain across the panhandle. Again, heaviest down in the south there, so several areas having over an inch fall today and over the last 24 hours. Varying amounts up to the north. Hoonah picked up about ½ an inch during the 12-hour period ending at 3 p.m. this afternoon, while Juneau had about 1/100 of an inch of precipitation there. And then also moisture, low pressure here over south central Alaska brought areas of snow early on here over northern Cook Inlet and the Susitna Manusca Valley. Then it's kind of slid down over the Kenai Peninsula, dissipating today. Good northwest winds clearing it out here over Kodiak Island. And pretty good snow, 2 to 4 inches of snow falling in and around the greater Cordova area during the day today. And of course, lighter amounts back here to the east. And that area of snow kind of shifting up into the eastern Copper River Basin there. Areas of light snow with this cloud pattern over the eastern interior areas. And some more snow showers with these clouds here back over the Norton Sound, Seward Peninsula area into the Yukon Delta. And actually a lot of snow shower activity, but winds on the light side here covering all the Bering Sea, most of the Aleutians here, but clearing out Kodiak Island and Bristol Bay and up into the southwest interior. On the chart today, here's a high pressure responsible for that clearing and giving northwest winds there. Downsloping winds drying it out and pulling the temperatures down into the 20s this afternoon. Kodiak Island, colder air coming in over south central Alaska today, holding temperatures down in the lower 20s at Anchorage at the International Airport during the day today, with north winds anywhere from 15 to 25 miles an hour here across south central Alaska. Low pressure developing in the Gulf of Alaska. Light snow over the eastern interior, a break here, and then some more snow shower activity. Again, covering much of the Bering Sea with a couple of weak troughs there. And for tonight, we'll see this low center actually right about here this afternoon. And the front, again, warm sector of the front there with the heaviest rainfall, and temperatures rose into the lower to mid 50s during the day today here over the southern southeast coast. Tonight, that'll shift slowly eastward with the low center tracking northeastward. The Gulf of Alaska low also slides eastward there, bringing some snow into the Yakutat area. And rain continues over the southern southeast coast for tonight into early tomorrow morning. Clearing sky, south central Alaska. So some lingering light snow showers here along the Alaska Range and over the eastern interior, especially before midnight. After midnight, this area should end and just be restricted to the border. And a couple of weak things out here along the west coast keep some chances of light snow shower activity for the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta coastline. Maybe some of that into northwest Bristol Bay, Togiak there, Cape Newenham. And light winds, though, with this feature, and a little more breezy, though, for the northwest coast and the western Arctic coast, but nothing strong at all, and not anything going on out here over the Bering Sea. And for tomorrow, you can see a pretty strong front there just sliding onto the chart there late in the afternoon. mostly affecting the Comodorsky Islands, but should bring gale force winds into the western Aleutians tomorrow afternoon, particularly Shimei and Attu, but lighter winds here to the east. Bering Sea looking really light as far as precipitation and wind goes. Weak trough, snow shower activity for the eastern Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula. A couple of weak troughs here coming over the top of this ridging in a west-southwest flow keeps surges of light snow coming into Norton Sound, the Yukon Delta area. Another one back there for St. Lawrence Island. Yet another one up here for the western Arctic coast, but all those snowfall amounts will be very light. High pressure over the central interior tomorrow. Light winds, cold temperatures. Mostly clear skies south of the Alaska Range all the way down to Kodiak Island again, back in toward Kamishak Bay, Iliamna, maybe King Salmon as well. Eastward into Prince William Sound. Gusty northeast winds again up to 55 miles an hour in the channeled areas of the North Gulf Coast, northeast Prince William Sound. Lingering light snow here over toward the eastern border, eastern Copper River Basin. And then this front slowly sliding eastward, but kind of hung up there over the southern panhandle. And that's going to keep it on the wet side there, pretty drippy, especially over the southern areas through tomorrow afternoon. But on Sunday, different story. Dries out down there, maybe some lingering isolated showers down to the south, but drying out with increasing clearing up to the north there as this high slides east-southeastward into the Yukon. That'll increase a drier northeast wind flow there for the northern panhandle. Mostly clear, dry, light winds across southern Alaska. A few clouds over the eastern central interior. And again, a couple of weak troughs here, keeping a chance of snow showers in from Norton Sound northward to the Noatak Valley, northwest coast, Kivalina, Point Hope, Cape Lisburne, Point Lay, Wainwright, maybe Atusuk, possibly the central Arctic coast there, but nothing significant. And then a big storm brings storm force winds into the western Aleutians and gale force, possibly storm force in advance of this front. But the storm force winds will probably be farther north here over the central Bering Sea, but definitely gale force winds coming into Adak and Atka. Lows tonight out there in the 30s for the Aleutians, upper 20s for the Pribilof Islands, and down to 5 to 10 for Bristol Bay, and here in the Susitna Valley, falling below zero. And anywhere from 5 to 15 for the Kenai Peninsula, Cook Inlet, down around zero for the Copper River Basin, and anywhere from 0 to 15 below in the interior here up to the Brooks Range and the Arctic coast, either side of zero for your overnight lows, which isn't much different from what it is right now up there. Right around freezing for Yakutat, in the 30s to lower 40s for the southeast coast. Highs tomorrow, cooler down here over the southern panhandle as that front finally makes its way eastward. Lower 40s in the north, mid 40s in the south. Single numbers here for the Manuska-Susitna Valley, Copper River Basin, Tanana Valley, and right around zero for the Brooks Range there on the east side. A little warmer out here to the west. Lower to mid 20s for the western Arctic coast, about 5 to 10 for the highs for the eastern Arctic coast, and nearer into the lower 40s for the Aleutians. Followed by lows, again, kind of contrasted here from east to west, with lows in the teens and 20s out toward the west coast. Basically below zero as you head east here. Coldest up over the Yukon Flats area down toward Eagle. 10 to 15 below Copper River Basin, up to Northway, Tok, Chicken, and those areas in the 30s for the Panhandle, finally falling a little below freezing there. Upper 20s for Kodiak Island, and then that'll be followed by highs staying below zero in the Brooks Range from, say, Anatuvik Pass eastward to Arctic Village, and anywhere from 5 to 15 for south central Alaska, and 10 to 15 up in the Tanana Valley, warming into the mid-30s for St. Lawrence Island, lower 40s for the Pribilofs and the Aleutians, and upper 40s with increasing southerly winds out here over the western Aleutians.